session, because
Oh, that's fair.
between how late we're starting and how fucking tired I am.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
you're good.
Get it?
Doesn't have to
I'm really
be
getting through the conversation.
conversation. It does not have to be anything big or spectacular or special. I just like hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, I agree.
But I might do like the conversation, and then we can bounce back to just vibes, because
Yeah. Oh god,
Gotta
my
do the
notes.
conversation.
I have my notes for what Vias might say.
Also, because combat with this many people missing is a little rough.
Yeah.
we are actually only missing 2.
It's still rough.
We're
Yeah.
still missing our sharpshooter
Yeah.
and our paladin.
We're missing Lena and
Yes.
Susanna.
Susanna.
And I could DM one. I could run one of them, but it's easier if we have.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Combat's more fun when I can hear PK say it.
Yeah.
Susanna's combat specifically is just the PK is like slightly angry. I shoot it.
Yeah.
So, I don't actually 100% remember where we left off. Like, I know y'all fought the mini thing.
It
I
was
wouldn't say
the
what it
end
was
of a
called.
long rest.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
I don't recall if y'all had taken the rest yet, is the thing.
No, we finished. I thought we finished the watches and the rest.
Yeah, we finished.
Yeah, okay.
I think so.
I think so
Yep.
too. Because we had gotten
The
stuff
thing
back. I
attacked
think.
in the middle of the night, and so
Yeah.
we finished after that.
Oh, yeah. I used that as the token, because I couldn't be stuff to actually make a token.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I gotta get on roll 20.
Yeah, I also need to get on roll 20. Fuck.
Sorry.
I just opened it, so I need to go there. Oh wait, that's my Saturday game, not the correct one. I have too many things labeled Taldore.
Yeah.
Launch Alexandria or Exandria. Yeah, fuck, whatever. Brain no work today. Do not.
Language. Words.
Words. Good shit though, God. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm looking at our Minecraft chest for the ultimate rod. Luck of the Sea 3, Lure 3, Mending, Unbreaking 3. That's fucking crazy.
That's a dope ass fishing rod.
Literally.
Oh, shit. Because, like, the one I knew we had before was Luck of the Sea 2, and, like, Unbreakable 3 and Mending. Shit, I might yoink that fishing rod and get some more levels, so I can hopefully make myself a very nice diamond pick.
Oh.
So we wake up.
Yep. I don't actually remember what the watch order was. One of these days I will write it down.
I do not remember.
No, nobody ever wrote that.
I know Thalia was sleepy.
Yeah.
Thalia did a sleep.
So yeah.
Yeah, Dylan was on the first watch where the thingy came.
I think Vias took watch with Lena? Maybe? I think? Brain
I don't
no
remember.
work, head empty, no thoughts.
Anyway, y'all wake up in whatever various order. You're in the middle of the forest. It kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. So, what do y'all plan to do?
Bias is a nervous wreck.
Talia is vibing.
Don't chillin'.
It's a normal day for Talia. Bias is crippled with grief.
Dylan is gay.
I think Talia is mostly just kind of eating and making sure that they kind of know where we're going, like, because they were on tracking duty and direction duty, because that's one of the few things they can fucking do.
Bless them.
Diana will point out that maybe following where the little stubby-legged one had come from might be
the weird chimera thing. The Hydra thing, I mean.
Yeah.
Talia vibes with that. If no one objects, that shall be the new plan.
Sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do we still have Sarah?
I'm here.
Okay, I was just thinking that it was vibes and not you've been yeeted.
Nope.
Because I don't trust Discord to not randomly yeet people.
Same.
It's been doing that to me recently, but I'll let you know if it does.
Alright, so Talia, would you give me a survival check?
I will give you a survival check. As soon as I open Talia's fucking character sheet.
Mood.
Survival. 18.
Nice.
So, you can... What? On some of the roots and bramble that emerge from the ground, you can see somewhat... Not as far as it would have been like if you'd tried to follow last night, but these claw marks through the bark. And there are some patches of mud where you can see the sort of four-clawed foot. As you lead, there's the sound of very lightly flowing water. As you'll find a slow-flowing creek.
Interesting.
I will get a perception from everyone.
Is there moss?
Is it daytime?
It is daytime.
Okay, Mercy is going to help. She's going to do a perception. Do a look.
14.
I'll do a look.
That's look.
First one is for Vias. Perception for Vias.
Well, okay, Dylan.
Hi.
So that's Vias.
Fucking Dylan.
And Mercy. Oh, nice.
Dylan sees all for some reason.
Vias is
Yeah,
really good
Guy who's
too.
offline sees all. So, Talia, since you're both tracking and a little bit more aware, you notice that on the bank of the creek is what seems to be a carcass of some kind of animal that has been rather messily eaten. Like, it looks like whatever went at this was I don't want to say thorough because that implies a bit more. But took everything that was edible.
Hungry.
Yeah. You can see where several of the
Hungry
bones
boy.
have been crunched in half, and
Can I tell, like, was this a large animal that did this?
yes.
Okay.
It was something at least person-sized.
Are there any footprints or?
Vera, Ren, and Dylan. Dylan, I will get you everything you see.
Ren, Ren.
No,
I'm
Via.
very good at seeing things, you know. for
Sorry,
some
I had
reason.
to give you shit, Joe. I'm sorry. I know what you meant.
Tali just goes, I mean, creeks will sometimes lead to lakes, so this might be
I mean, I could ask Mercy to kind of follow it a little bit up higher. Maybe she can find the lake from there.
However, before that, what you guys see is you see that sort of folklore track that Talia had been pointing out, dug into the sort of muddy clay of the creek bank. It's sort of back and forth a little bit too. Like there was some kind of a scuffle, and there's one other thing that you three notice. The grass and foliage right in front of the creek is scorched. Dylan.
Yeah?
With
Hello?
that, fuck off high perception.
Hello?
Hello.
So, there are a couple of things you notice. The area around is a little bit muffled. You can still hear sort of small critters moving around and birds song and that sort of thing, but it's a bit further off. You aren't sure if that's because of the party's presence or what. The smell is bad, and Marcus points you towards a glint of something in the creek.
Oh, shiny.
Yes.
I go towards it.
I will
Someone
mention
go
what else
with him.
you notice.
Sorry?
Talia just sees you start to walk off and goes, someone go with him.
Vias will go. He
Yeah.
kind of rushes
Okay.
after.
Good.
The other thing I will mention before we is that the creek does not seem to be particularly deep.
Okay.
Marcus points you towards what seems to be a gold chain with this sort of blue-green stone set into a square insert.
I pick it up. Yeah.
Nothing happens.
All right.
Now.
Alright.
Now. God.
Marcus is
Alright.
much more interested in the chain than because the chain is a little bit glittery.
So I'm just holding it. It's a necklace, right?
Yes.
So if we want to like find out like what these things is, cause like, I mean, clearly someone just left it here.
I mean, I guess.
Dylan has identified, but however, hold on. He'd have to cast as a ritual though, and that would be like an hour.
Well, we're not in a hurry, are we?
We
I
could
don't
also do it
think
tonight.
so. It's not
It
like
would actually only be about 11 minutes because you add 10 minutes onto cost.
Oh, I'm dumb. It's Find Familiar that takes an hour. Okay.
yeah.
Yes, it's Find Familiar that takes fucking forever.
Okay. So Dylan is gonna sit on the ground for 10 minutes and do identify on the necklace.
Fire, so watch on Warren.
Yeah. So the identifier doesn't pick up anything magical about the necklace.
Mm-hmm. It's not cursed.
No.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm checking the wording of identifier. Give me a second.
Yeah, I don't have it in there, sorry.
Checked, I think.
Imprisonment, storm, identifier.
The fact that you have to check the wording makes me anxious.
That's what scaffolding does. Oh.
Dylan is living like blissfully unaware of the fact that you have to check what identify does.
Oh
No,
my
I had
gosh.
checked the specific wording because I didn't know if it was similar in the vein to like legend lore or if it was just for magical effects.
Oh yeah.
There's a bit of there is a little bit of traces of magic not currently affecting it, but that have affected it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look up one more spell to find out what school it would be. Well, what school it would sort of
fall under?
That would be I can do a detect magic. I can do that whenever.
It seems to have little traces of some kind of a conjuration. But it's not like it is actively, but perhaps it was affected by something under conjuration.
Huh. Does anything else in the 30-foot area pick up other than the usual friends?
High or low?
High? Oh god.
Oh my god.
Very interesting.
Oh no.
We lost somebody. Oh no, Sarah.
I think we lost a Sawa.
No.
We did lose a Sarah.
Say that it happened happened before.
Hello, Stormy Fantastical.
Stormy.
I'm scared of that 99, by the way. That's terrifying.
What?
Right. I don't tend to do high or low with you guys.
I don't know what it means.
Eyes.
I use high or low as sort of a probability of the universe sort of lining up in a way you want or not.
Okay.
You called high, so
That's
in this
pretty
instance,
high.
the universe has kind of lined up in a way that
Oh jeez. You cut
It's
out?
in your favor.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So if I'm asking for high or low, it's sort of determining if a thing I hadn't thought about is actually going on.
Okay.
Or determining probability of a thing you don't want to happen, as Parker has found out.
Oh no.
The Gideon incident.
Oh! Well, that's the Gideon incident, but I was referring to the ones I roll every
the
time.
book incident. Yes.
There are multiple incidents.
It's fine. Two of my party members in my Bard's campaign might be cursed by a warlock of an ancient eldritch being. So it's fine.
Oh, good for them. I hope they're having fun.
Good luck with that.
It's fine.
Is that the
It's
one with
fine.
Anton in it?
Yes, that's Anton.
Oh,
It might him and the paladin might be a little fucked.
Oh no, not her.
Yeah, what's the big deal with that little person?
She's
Come
so
on.
cute though.
It's fine. She just now has a gray streak in her mouth.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're going that aesthetic. I love it.
So, within 30 feet, something else that you pick up is there is what looks like a rounded river stone. It is, but as you get a closer look, it is this deep, deep blue. It is slightly underwater. In fact, not slightly. It is actually underwater, but you sort of catch it in your peripheral. Now, is this with identify or detect magic? Because identify is you touch a particular item for the cost.
Yeah, I've identified the necklace. And now Dylan did detect magic to figure out what specific school.
Yeah. Okay.
And so now this is the 30-foot radius detect magic.
So there is. This shines very brightly with. I believe this is conjuration, but bear with me for 2 seconds.
Okay.
It's all good. Take your time.
Schools of magic are weird.
They are. But fortunately, in this instance, yes, it is a conjuration. It shines very brightly with this conjuration.
Mm-hmm.
As there is this.
Or just the necklace?
What was that?
What's shining bright? Is it everywhere or just the necklace?
I could not pass that.
And what specifically is shining bright? I missed it.
This deep blue river stone that you find submerged.
Mm-hmm.
It is about 2/3 the size of your palm. This very smooth oval stone. That
I
is
found the cool rock.
blue.
It's pretty.
You can give me an arcana to try and pass it.
I'll take an arcana. We'll try that out.
Do it.
Or
Oh no.
have arcana proficiency.
What?
You have arcana proficiency, so I will also let you do a charisma check with proficiency. I will let you vibe check the magic rock.
Vias also has Arcana proficiency.
These aren't great. I got my one good roll.
Could Vias attempt to see what the shiny rock is about? Because he has Arcana proficiency?
I would allow it.
Okay.
Dylan's gotten this far and now he doesn't know what to do.
Oh, that's
I
okay.
Yeah,
Not on
none
par
of
with
you
what
can get a
happened
vibe
with
on it.
Dylan.
No vibes. Okay. We've lost the vibes. Failed the vibe check.
Can Talia do a vibe check? And I'm going to argue this because of their connection to the Feywild. They might not be able to get
Let Talia do a vibe check. I want Talia to nat 20.
I'm just actually trying to think of if the particular force this is affected by would be prevalent within the Feywild.
That's fair.
I will say yes, but you will get different information if you succeed it.
Yes, absolutely. I presumed there'd be different information, but I wanted to see if I could even vibe check at all. That's an 11. Doesn't matter.
Oh my
We're all in
god.
the same vein.
Okay, Diona is going to try.
If Diana rolls well, I swear to God.
Diona, I will
Please roll like shit, Diona. I want us all to fail. So we can really get the fucking rock.
Just a rock, guys.
It's just a rock, guys.
Just a rock.
Dylan could just cast Identify.
Oh my god. Okay,
Dylan,
that's
He
really good.
could.
But, however, this is a really cool and shiny rock.
It's a fucking neat rock.
Diona, sort of seeing that you guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was me attempting to curse it that didn't made it better for Joe.
Yeah.
So, Diana comes over to sort of see what the three of you are poking at, and she gets close to you, Diana, and then she pauses, and that same coastline wave scent that sometimes surrounds Diana when she gets particularly emotionally. There's a little waft of it.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
And it feels like Hey Dylan,
Yes.
does your understanding languages thing only expand text?
I believe it's only text.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only text. I can read all writing, but I not spoken.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because
Yeah.
I've got up by that before. When I tried to create cool eldritch, weird, vaguely eldritch shit, and I then had to figure out what the fuck it actually said.
Yeah. Get ready. None of your writing is safe from me.
Muhaha. Aside from runes, because that's technically not language.
Diana
Probably.
says a couple of words like she's trying to it feels like home and like something calling. I will tell y'all out of character that it is a
cool rock.
Yes, it is a cool rock, but I am looking up the specific of what kind of cool rock it is.
Don't trust like
Fancy
that.
cool rock. This one's cooler because he dug it out of the dirt.
It's cool because it was in the freaking dirt.
Dylan's got dirt on his hands, dirt on his knees. He's happy. He's in his element.
Dirt boy.
He's just a guy. Dylan's just a dude, alright? I don't know how to, stress this
okay.
enough.
Apparently, it should have been a green riverstone, but I'm gonna say it's blue for sake of.
It's blue for fun.
Yeah. It is specifically, as DM, I am telling you that it is very possibly an elemental gem.
Hmm.
That slaps.
Yeehaw. Let's go.
You fucking aw.
Summon water elemental, bitchy.
Again,
We're summoning
Dylan could
Diana.
just cast Identify.
You could. Are you gonna tell him to do that? Because he's dumb and it's a cool shiny rock.
I'll roll wisdom to see if Ice is fucking smart. Actually, no, intelligence. We'll see if Ice is smart enough to do that. Hey, that's an 18.
Hey.
Okay, Dylan will identify the rock.
He'll lean over and be like, "Don't you have a spell that lets you tell what magic
I-
things are?"
Oh my god, they literally just used it. I'm so stupid. Yeah. Dylan identifies again on the rock.
Vias
But
will.
it's gonna take another 10 minutes.
Vias is going to pipe up. We did have a thing that said that we can't call each other stupid.
I'm sorry.
No, there's consequences. We made this promise yesterday, Dylan.
Yeah, but this was legit.
No, you're not stupid. You just forgot. That doesn't mean you're stupid.
You have said the same thing twice. No, we're not doing this right now. We're not doing this right now. No, now is not the time.
Yes,
I'm
you spend your
concentrating.
11 minutes to tell us what this
I'm
is, and then we'll figure it out.
concentrating.
Dylan, as you are holding this rock and putting your focus on it, you are given the sense of there is the sound of waves against shore. There is the sound of a waterfall. There is the sensation of a ripple across still water. For a moment, you feel like you are being very gently tugged along by a current. You know that with a little bit of an exertion of your will, you could call those into a physical form.
Dylan's not a fan of this.
Hmm.
Gonna put that on the record.
Hey, I'm trying to give you all cool descriptions. So
No,
I'm
you
not saying
are giving cool descriptions. Dylan's feeling the vibes. Dylan doesn't like the vibes, and that's just him, and that's okay. The vibes are good.
He doesn't like the vibes in the Chili's tonight.
Dylan just is not a big fan of water. All right.
Oh, that's
there
fair.
is for a moment you get this sort of glimpse of this ocean that spans the horizon. That's a whole lot of water.
Wow, insane.
Mechanically, what it will allow you to do is that when you use an action to break it, it is as if you cast Conjure Elemental for a water elemental.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, Dylan relays that information.
Bias is a little impressed. Curious as to why it's here. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that it would be in the bottom of a river, but
It is in wet dirt, and the water is wet.
I wonder, did this come off of that beast that we were looking for? It did say that there was like gems on it, right? And it was an elemental.
I have no
was a
idea.
different job. That was
Oh, okay. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
yeah,
Backtrack.
the dragon-like thing, but maybe it hoarded them. Maybe it had. Maybe this is like part of its. I don't know.
There's something living inside here, right?
It's definitely
What was that?
interesting.
There's something living in here, right? Like, you break it, you let the thing out, so it's living in there, right?
Maybe? I don't know how it works.
I don't know
I
either.
don't like. Dylan considers the stone.
It might just be a summoning thing, kind of like how we have our spells to summon our familiars.
Maybe.
Not everything with a connection to the planes is binding them in the crystal for,
For a long eternity until someone decides to smash it.
Yes.
Talia has shrugged and moved on to other things.
Yeah.
Fair.
That is fair.
Talia's like, not Faye? I have no idea.
Okay, okay.
Alright.
Now, Bias, you said that you were having Mercy do a scan for the creek's connecting point?
Yeah.
So you send her up. And can I get a perception check for her?
Yes, you can. Alright, Mercy, come on, Baba girl, perception. 12.
Oof.
Mercy, that's not very good, is it?
We can't roll today.
Apparently not. Avarice has no rights.
The foliage tangles and snarls, and Vias, you get the sense that Mercy is as much preoccupied with not getting caught in the brambles. That is where a lot of her attention is going.
I see.
So unfortunately, she doesn't see anything.
That is fair. She has a lot on her birdie mind.
Yeah.
Vias will just kind of like give her a mental pat, like sometimes we can't always do everything.
Yeah, shit happens sometimes. It's okay.
In his mind, Mercy is not pleased.
Because apparently we also need to have a conversation with the bird about you don't have to be useful to be.
Huh? Good
Yeah,
luck
he's the
trying to
bird
talk with
person.
Mercy.
Like, the bird's a person, right?
The bird is absolutely a fucking person. We've been on this
Yeah,
since
absolutely.
day one.
I mean, that's been established. However, we don't know who she is, so Vias just
Yeah,
thinks she's a champion. Is
Everyone's been so vague about the bird's a person. Ooh, maybe. I don't know. I've got the lore. And I'm sitting here like, is she? I think so.
I mean,
yeah,
they technically
there
are
are
the
people-
spirits of things.
Marcus is just a bird. Marcus isn't a person trapped in a bird body. He's just a bird.
Yes, they.
Or
can be
is he?
spirits.
Marcus is just an asshole raven.
I love him for
As
that.
far as you know.
He just wants to eat the cards and be a bird.
And he
Aside
did.
from the one card he did not eat.
My
Out of
God.
spite.
Yeah. I love Marcus.
He's such a bastard, and I love him
I-
so very much.
I love that as soon as I started giving character to Marcus, the only character trait was bastard.
He's like a cat, but a bird.
Also, crows are just bastard as well, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, corvids are too smart for their own good.
They're just smart little guys. Smart young things.
Smart young men.
Yes.
So, what are y'all trying to do now that you have a cool rock and a glittery necklace?
I put the glittery necklace on Marcus.
It is too big for him. Actually, yeah. It is too big. Like, the end of it hangs very awkwardly.
Okay, it was worth it. It was worth a try. I put it in my bag. Sorry.
It's
all
okay.
good.
Jasper, what are you doing? That's sword.
She is being baby. I don't know what you
Baby.
expect.
She's being bastard is what she's doing.
You can be bastard and baby. They are not a single entity.
So, I will give you all that you can probably discern the sort of direction that the creek flows from.
Mm-hmm.
So
Excellent.
you can use that too.
Yeah, I think we should probably follow the creek then. It would probably be the best option.
Aye.
Yeah.
Stay in the foliage, though. Don't get caught in the creek bed.
Alright?
Last time we got caught out in a water source, we nearly died to crabs.
Yeah, that was.
I would like to not nearly die to crabs again.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing a little bit.
A little bit?
Yes.
Only a little? I think it
there's
would be
worse ways to
very.
die.
Like what?
I mean, you could get eaten by a giant
We are not
slime.
having this conversation.
Wait,
I can imagine a lot. Let's not go there, please.
Okay. I'll yell at the butterflies.
I hadn't even remembered the butterflies yet. Alright, let's move on.
Sorry.
So, oh, would you give me another survival check?
I love that you call them tulls.
It's cute.
I don't know where it came from, but it happened.
25.
Okay, so you are able to follow the creek bed fairly easily. As I yeet my headphones, sorry.
It's all good.
It winds a little bit, heading in what you know to be. Actually, do you think Talia has a sense of the cardinal direction?
Absolutely not. We established this last session.
Okay, I did not remember that. It seems to be staying in a moderately consistent direction. You do reach a point where it does seem to go underneath what it seems to dip under ground cover for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to pick it up about about 15 minutes walk. I know Talia doesn't have a sense of minutes, but
For Parker.
yes. You are able to pick it back up. And the rate, and when you pick it back up, it is actually more. It is flowing more quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I will contrive that y'all do sit down for lunch.
Nom nom nom.
Mostly because I want to give the chocolate fucks a chance to have a conversation, and if you get to where you're going, there's going to be combat.
Me at spike of anxiety.
So, I'm going to say that Diana calls a meal break with the justification of we are within sight of the creek. We can keep following it once we've.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh boy, how do I even start this? God damn it.
Talia's just vibing, TBH.
Yeah, no, this is, how do you bring up to your friend that doesn't think you're their friend that you still want to be friends and that other things that were, yeah, god damn.
You could start with hi.
Yeah, I think what he's gonna do is, he kind of like gives Mercy a gentle scritch on the neck, and then sends her off to kind of go vibe with Susanna, and will approach Talia. Just do that, like, kind of, not bend down, but like the, like, slightly bend forward, hands behind the back, like, interest sort of thing. And just say, can I talk to you for a minute?
Talia, who is like got a mouthful of bread.
Sorry, keep eating. So, we haven't really talked a lot, for a while. And I don't really like that. Actually, I hate it quite a bit. And
Talia swallows bread and just goes, "Alright, what did you want to talk about?"
I mean, I don't. How do I explain? I guess the temple kind of fucked up a lot of stuff. And I don't. I don't know how to talk about this. Look, I understand. I think maybe why you thought the way you did. I just want to say that I don't think it messed anything up. I don't think that we're not friends anymore. I don't think that, honestly, I don't know or didn't know that things were messed up. I just thought that maybe you needed time to, like, just, you didn't want it anymore, and I guess it was fine. Which it didn't really feel that way now that I think about it. And I just wanted to say that I don't blame you for the way that you acted, and I understand that you were just trying to stop me, but that made me feel like my feelings were invalidated, and I understand that you wanted to maybe protect me while I was still there, but I I trusted you not to leave someone behind, and I understand that it was a thing that you couldn't control. I just thought he was fine, and then when I looked back, he wasn't there, and it kind of, and he just goes quiet.
Talia has been sitting on the ground in like crisscross applesauce, holding a chunk of bread in one hand and just watching you talk.
He is, by the way, pacing back and forth and doing like the hand motions thing and like looking at you and then going back to pacing and then like because he doesn't know what to do with himself, and then he stops and then looks at you and then puts his hands together and just says, I just want to apologize, and I'm sorry if I made you think a specific way, or maybe I didn't. I just want you to know that I still think we're friends, and I would like to be that way for as much as possible, because I really don't like the idea of not being your friend, and I want to do better. And there's some things I probably need to unlearn and learn, but I will not know if I am not told, so I hope you can forgive me.
Talia sits there for a second.
He's just wringing his hands, waiting.
You can kind of see the algebra, I think.
The lady with the math.
Yeah. As Talia tries to, okay, hold on, I thought we were going one place. Okay, no, we're talking about the temple. Okay. Trying to thread all of that all together for a second.
Yeah, Vias just was kind of a little bit panicked.
All right. Okay. They look at the bread in their hand.
And, I shouldn't have interrupted you while you were eating. I'm sorry.
Holds up one finger as like a hold on just 1 second, and then just shovels the rest of it into their mouth. All right. Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure out where to start. Hold on.
Did you say that in character?
Yeah.
Vias just like covers his mouth a little bit to like stifle a laugh, but will stay quiet. He looks a little bit more relieved.
Talia's just like, Okay, how do I now approach this? Because that was a
Oh, that
lot.
was a lot all at once. Okay.
He dumped it all.
Yeah, Tali's like, hold on, gotta sort through this. Okay. First, thank you for the apology. Still trying to sort out exactly what it's for. Okay, so okay.
Sorry, I just apologize because I assumed that was kind of a I think it created a misunderstanding, and I don't. He's just gonna go back to being quiet again.
So okay. I was under the impression that you needed time to think and figure things out. And that is why we hadn't talked about it, because I was waiting for you.
Bias's mouth does the like flat line, like what? And he just frowns and he's like, I mean, I needed maybe a moment, but because I was kind of pissed that you like hit me and then made it so I could not move. That's not cool. And if you do it again, I will kick your ass somehow.
All right, okay. So I left our last conversation still pretty sure I knew what I was trying to say, but you seemed more like you needed a bit more time to figure something out and not be as emotionally wrapped up in the moment, which your emotions were fine. It's just you can't have a full discussion about this sort of thing when you're that emotion. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I do have to say the reason I was this way was because I had felt that. God, feelings are fucking stupid sometimes. I had thought that you guys were just going to abandon him. And if we weren't going to move fast enough, that could mean the end of him. Time can be sensitive in these places. That was why I was kind of upset that we weren't moving fast enough.
All right.
I just thought that maybe I could be there.
All right. Okay. First off, step one, we're not there in that conversation yet. We're still in the why didn't we talk about this first part. Hold on.
All right,
Hold on. Back up a minute.
Yeah, he'll put his hands over his mouth and let you talk.
Hold up a minute. So where I come from, it is very customary in this type of disagreement that if one person is clearly too emotionally reactive, is it a word I would use in the moment, that it is best to take a step back and wait for them to calm down and know when they can talk about it. And so I was waiting for you to come talk to me about it when you calm down.
And to play on that, where I come from, if you do not talk about something, that means it's over. There is no conversation to be had. If it's not spoken about, or at least alluded to at the time that we'll talk about this later, like the informing of this, then it probably won't be talked about because people assume that it's done with.
Well, that's dumb.
I know, it's fucking stupid, right? Sorry.
It is alright. I was waiting for you to come talk to me about it, and when you did not, I presumed we were going to be in a situation where we understood that we were disagreeing and that we were that you were at a point where you did not want to come speak to me. And I was going and willing to accept that because that is the way that works, as long as we could work together civilly as well. And we've been pulling that off just fine, so there wasn't really a problem. I missed our friendship, of course, but
Wait, so you were willing to just... You were willing to just drop it if it meant that you... Oh. He looks a little bit, oh boy. You know, maybe he'll try to hide it. Let's see if he can pull that off. Oh god, a 10? You could try to roll an insight. You probably succeed.
Talia's insight is pretty good.
Yeah, that's why.
Not under that one.
Yeah, you can't quite tell what happens to his face, but it sure is a face. It doesn't look like he's got a comfortable expression, is what I'm gonna say. I see.
It wasn't my place to approach you because that would be seen as moving the conversation along too quickly without you being ready for it.
Well, I'm going to say now that if there's any time where we have a disagreement or something of the sort, I'm usually a person that's pretty okay with being approached about it. Honestly, I would rather be approached by a problem than not. And I understand that that's different than what you are used to, but
Well, if our situations had been reversed and I was the one who, and you were the one who took a step back for me, then it would have been expected for me to approach you eventually, but that was not the read of the situation I got.
yeah. He kind of just like, he does that like cross arm thing, but where he's like rubs his arms with his hands. And then just like nods a little bit and will say, well, either way, I really wanted to talk about it. I didn't know that it needed to be talked about necessarily, because I thought it was just okay. But I don't want it to just be okay. I want us to be friends and have a friendship and work together and talk and all of that. It's been lonely a little bit without that.
I've missed it too, but so that part, I guess, was just another one of those cultural misunderstandings I'm still getting used to.
I guess so. God. This really is inconvenient, isn't it?
You don't know the half of it.
I probably don't. Look, I'm gonna try my best, Thalia. I can't promise that won't happen again, but I am definitely going to try to make sure that doesn't happen. What are words today?
Okay, so that part is taken care of. When we were having our argument, some of the way you spoke implied as if I didn't understand what it was like to have to leave someone behind. The Feywild is a very dangerous place to live. Voyas.
He'll nod.
The Dolphier know this very intensely. I can show you how we've learned too many lessons through the tome, if you would like. For us, leaving someone behind is a feature of safety sometimes. Because there are things in the Feywild that will eat your mind and make you not what you used to be. And it happens too often. It happens far too often. When you lose some sight of someone out in the wilds, and you cannot find them in a short period of time, and if you do, they cannot prove themselves still within their own faculties, you must leave them behind, or else they put the entire group at danger. It is sad. We all mourn the loss very deeply. But it is simply a decision that is made simply and easily and often. When I ran away from my people with the tome, the only way I would have ever been welcomed back was with it. Otherwise, there's too much of a risk that I am not me, that something is wearing my face, or any number of things.
Elias will nod slowly. He's trying to actively listen at this point.
Mm-hmm. By the time we have made it out of the temple, I was the last one out, and Dylan was nowhere in sight. And I calculated the amount of turns we had taken, the amount of things we had run past, and I made a choice. Because to me, if we went in there, the chances of finding Dylan alive were low, and the chances of finding Dylan, our Dylan, alive, were even lower. Since that, I've learned more often that while this world is as dangerous in some ways as the Feywild, it is not dangerous in the same ways. And so your reaction to go back in after him is understandable. I know that now. But from where I was standing, if you ran in there alone, we would either lose you too, or you'd bring back a Dylan that wasn't Dylan, and then we'd all be lost.
At that, Elias will nod slowly and just say, and that's something, well, I understand it. And I did at the time, but a bad part of me just like you said, I was emotional, and that does not excuse what I did. I want to tell you now that I don't mean what I said. That part of me just wanted to be mean because I was upset. And that was unacceptable. And well, I don't know the Feywild like you do. My home is surrounded by monsters. I've alluded a little bit to it as well. And I've lost people in my family due to the monsters. And, well, they haven't worn faces. I've been the blunt of people's... And he, like, swallows thickly at this. I've been the blunt of people's rage for leaving people behind. And I think that fear kind of came up. So I'm sorry that happened. I did not mean that. I know it is tough for you, and I can't even imagine it. And there's like a little bit of a tearful shake to his lip a little bit. Looks like he's pretty close to tears because he feels pretty bad.
I made a choice that I thought would preserve the safety of most, and I am sorry for putting my hands on you. That was not something I would have done if I thought you would have listened. Or I thought I had the time to explain.
I mean, it was stupid for me to go after him as a bear and without telling you all.
That's what it's called, a bear. Okay.
He'll like cover his mouth and just say, okay, maybe next time we go to a library, we'll kind of list out some of the more common folk animals. Do you know what a cow is?
I've seen a couple.
Okay, that's a start. Wait, that's not what we were talking about.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry, sidetrack. Brain does not work sometimes.
The second time we walked into the temple, I assumed Dylan was a dead man. I will admit that. And you're right that time can be given essence, but again, I'm not used to a stable form of time. Or at least what you all consider a stable form of time. You lose sight of somebody and you might find them 2 minutes from now, but for them it's been 3 years. So it doesn't really matter when you go looking for somebody sometimes. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I put my hands on you, but I'm not sorry for why.
And I think at that, Vice is just gonna step forward and hug Thalia.
Thalia hugs him back.
Yeah, he just holds you real tight. And will just mutter, alright. It's accepted and you don't have to say sorry to me anymore. I'm sick of hearing it. A little bit. Just be my friend, okay?
I have an apple that I was going to eat.
Yeah, he just has a little bit of a cry.
Talia's like,
Both of you. Both of you.
Hi, I'm Cry. Who are you? Ah, fuck.
Talia's like, yeah, you can cry, but also I want my fucking apple now.
I have my apple now.
Can I consume fruit?
Yeah, he'll release Thalia.
Can I consume fruit now, please?
Yes, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go be gay over here now. Goodbye.
Second mood.
Yeah! Oh. So
God, I
Josh,
wish
know what
PK
my-
had been here to
my
hear that.
message is
So
like,
that-
no.
What did you say, Josh?
I wish PK had been here to hear that.
I accidentally hit one of my villagers with my net. That's what the oh no was.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm playing Animal Crossing.
Oh, they're gonna hate you.
There was once and it was an accident.
They'll remember.
No!
Ah.
God, that was so good.
Oh, I'm so glad they talked now, because now I cried. Fuck.
and that might be where I leave session because again, much further, and y'all will have combat.
Emotional catharsis and then apple.
Must consume fruit after traumatic talks.
Once again.
Yeah, don't
mood.
you?
Huh?
Yeah, don't you consume fruit after traumatic talk?
Yeah, you know,
I
you
usually
have to
consume
put the program
alcohol,
on the
Josh.
TV, right?
Joe, Jesus Christ. Hi, Josh. I meant Joe. My brain no
Hello.
do names today.
Maybe we should have coordinated names.
Yeah.
In some cases, alcohol is fruit adjacent.
Oh my god.
Adjacent.
You know, I
can't
think it's
leave.
the lack of sleep and about the liter of cold brew coffee that I consumed today.
A whole liter drinking straight from the Starbucks tap.
I literally did like 55 grams of ground up coffee, made cold brew last night, and I drank all of it today. So,
God damn.
Consume.
I had a day. But at least it's
Apparently.
Friday and it's fucking over.
Yeah.